Hey there, welcome to the channel. If you're tired of this, tired of these jewels getting broken off, okay, I've got something I've built that has changed the way that I'm doing my rotational grazing. It's relieved my stress level. It's made a huge difference. You stick around, I'm going to show you a game changer that's going to change your stress level when you're doing rotational grazing as well. So I've been using two types of poles when I do my rotational grazing. I started off with these. Everybody has seen these. If you've ever seen a Greg Judy video, you know that he loves these things. But as you can see, look right here, they're broken off, okay? This is not very good. And in the wintertime, especially when it gets cold in the plastic, it snaps. I pull my lines pretty tight, so these have snapped off. I've used them. I think they're great for inline. If I'm just gonna go through and put them in line and run a line through these and snap them in, I think it's great. But any pressure you put on those at all, they're not real good. Okay, so that's number one, use those. Then I moved up to the Gallagher with a pigtail. Absolutely love these. The only problem I've run into is every now and then the insulator, the paint will come off. I think there could have been probably a powder coating or something that could have been done a little bit better. But I love the dual step ins. You all see my video where sometimes we couldn't even get these in, but these have been great. The problem, and what I'm going to show you guys is when you've got the line that comes through here, I don't know where you can see it, if you make any bit of movement or you pick this as this is your end pole, when you pick this up and you go to move it, the lines fall out and they get tangled, okay? So I stumbled across this hack that I'm going to show you that works great. I love these. I mean, I absolutely love them, especially with the top line. You can hook them in and you're good to go with them. But this is the one of choice. And then I really try to purchase things that are going to last me a long time instead of just temporary fixes. This to me is duct tape. Okay, this is just straight up duct tape. You're looking to get cheap, get off cheap, buy 100 for $100. Okay, it's cheap because you can replace half of these within the first winter if you're an active rotation growing. These I've had forever, and I think these insulators, now I did get these at Gallagher. They were rather pricey in comparison to the ones you get at the co-op. I get the ones at co-op for about half, and they're bright yellow. Not that that makes a difference, but I do like the yellow ones a little bit better. So keep that in mind. Co-op's got these a lot cheaper. My co-op sells Gallagher products, and they sell their own stuff. I did a compare and contrast. These are double of what the ones at co-op are. Okay, here's my traditional setup, and this is what I was talking about with the purple pole. You can see how it's bent, and I have my electric wire running here, and I've tapped in with the alligator clips, and it goes on. And I start off at one end all the way down there, and I'll run it down. As you can see, I'll loop it, I'll come up, and I'll run it back down. I'll loop it at the other end, I'll come back up, I'll loop it up, I'll loop it around, then I'll go all the way down and I'll hang my reel. I'm gonna give you two examples, okay? That's why I said I love these, okay? You can even, if you get a little bit of slag in the line, you can just twist it around each one. This works great. Now, I know that Greg Judy and other people, they train their sheep on one line, and I think that's great, but in the winter, when you don't have 700 acres that you're moving animals on and you only have about 10, you need a little bit more than one line, and that can be debated. But for me, I don't have to run 4. I can run 2. I can run this one right here and this one and leave these 2 out. And then every now and then a sheep will get across. But why not just put the 4 up and just keep it all winter? And that's what I'm doing. This is a pasture down here I'm trying to get established with some new grasses this fall. And the winter has killed them back, but it's fescue. I don't want them in. So I'm doing the 4 just to keep it that way. But what I was saying and what I run into is a lot of times when I pull the tension on this, these will break. And you can see, I mean, what's holding on there? I mean, I don't know how focused that is, but I mean, that's just nothing more than that. You know, the clip is down here at the bottom. So let me show you a solution that I kind of stumbled across. Okay, so here's the solution, okay? And I'm gonna show you 2 ways of doing this. I normally just take this and put a bungee cord, wrap that around, do it like that. Again, you can see how flimsy this is. I've got nothing against them. I just don't think that they're good for these type. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pole that I just built. I'm going to slide it right down in here like this. I'm going to take my bungee cord. I'm going to do nothing more than what I just did. I'm going to come around. I'm going to strap this in. Make that tight. Okay, that's not going anywhere. It's on the green pole. I'm just going to take these off. Okay. Show how easy this is. Get around here where you guys can see. This is just how easy this is. So all I'm going to do is take this and run it in here. Then I'm going to run that one in there. Okay, that's done. I'm going to take this one. See that? That just broke. Just trying to show you all this video because it's been out here in the winter, in the cold weather, and plastic just doesn't hold up. And yes, I know that PVC is plastic, but I think it's a little bit better than this. So see, even getting these off can be a hassle, but you can see right there, just trying to mess with this a little bit with the winter. That's what we got. So there's my theory. So you take this one. Let's see if we can get it straight now. And we're just going to wrap this on here, okay? And then we can wrap this one right here. You can even take it and wrap it a couple of times for tension. See that? There we go. There's some tension right there. Probably can get another one out of that. And we can get another one there. There's your fence line. I mean, you guys can see there is absolutely not any, I got these backwards. There's absolutely not anything that's going to mess with that. Very simple, very easy. These insulators, and you can see how quickly I did that. I mean, look at that. You're taking up your slack, okay? You don't have to worry about this being grounded out. It's plastic. Now, here's the kicker, and I'm going to show you in the other video. This is going to stay here. It's not going anywhere. This is going to last you forever, and these can be moved so easily, okay? So if I want to end up moving one of these, all I have to do is take this, move it back, come right back, and put it right back into place. You're not going to have a problem at all. Okay, so here's the kicker for these, and this is nothing more than a little insulator that you're going to get off of the internet. I'm going to put a link below so that you can see this. What we're going to simply do is we're going to screw these at those marks, and we're going to put those in, and we're going to have this part facing up. Now, what is that going to do? It's going to allow you to put your braided line through here, and it's going to hold. So when you move these, and I'll show you what I'm talking about once we get this set up, this is going to keep you from having your line fall off when you're opening up a gate, a temporary gate, to allow your sheep or cows or anything else in. And you can even, with this being here, it's not going to have to, the PVC, it's not going to hit any metal or anything. It's going to be straight plastic. But you can even take a zip tie, and I've done that, and I clamped it down right there so that it doesn't come out at all. But I've been using these for a while. I've never had a problem with a braided line coming out of here. So let's get these holes drilled. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I have here is a 10-foot PVC, thick-walled, 1.5 inch. One of the biggest things that I got the thick wall for is because you're going to see I'm going to drill some holes in here. And you can see from the thickness here, you're going to want something when you drill this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to mark off 5 feet, which is obviously going to be half, okay? And that's going to be right there. Okay, and then I'm going to come from this end down here, and I'm going to take what I normally do with my braided line, and that's going to be every foot, every 18 inches. I'm going to make another one at 28, and then I'm going to make one at 3 feet. So I don't run my top line any higher than 3 feet with sheep. I really don't have to. So I'm going to come through. I'm going to make a mark at 3 feet. I'm going to make one at 28. I'm going to make one at 18. And I'm going to make one at 1 foot. That's going to allow me to be able to come through and put the lines where I want them. So let's cut this in half first. Got that cut. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. You can do these for any lines you want, but here's my 1 foot, my 18, my 28, and my 3 is way up here. That's going to leave me about this much space, at the top where I can strap something on and strap at the bottom. I'll show you what I'm talking about with that. Okay, so once you have those holes drilled, you're going to take your insulator, okay? All you're going to really do is just screw this in. Now, be careful when you do this. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Obviously, I'm out here in a jacket. It's not the warmest day in the world. But I don't think you should do this on a really cold day. And the main reason is because you're going to want to make sure that the PVC doesn't split, okay? Also, when you're picking the 1/2 inch, as you can see, I'm able to put that all the way through. If you go with something smaller, it's going to bottom out. Nobody wants to bottom out. So make sure that you do that. So these will just go on here like this. Now, as I said, the biggest problem that I've had with my rotational fencing is this issue. And that is, I will wrap the wire at the end, as I showed you. My hand's getting tired. You can wrap the wire at the end, but when you go to open up the gate, it flips off. And there's a lot of different methods that you can use. But this, to me, I mean, I think these insulators are about, and they're next to nothing, maybe $1 a piece at the absolute most. And then your PVC tube was $10. So you're going to get 2 of these out of it. So you've really got, you know what, $5, maybe $6 in each one. I'm going to finish screwing these in, and then I'll show you the end result. Here's how easy these are. Now, this is on the corner of my barn or my corral. I just, again, use a bungee cord. I want to show you this because the reel is down here. So what we basically have, again, is just the rail. I've got this attached down here. I'm going to take this off. You can take this. We can set it the way that we want it in here, okay? I'm going to take this off right here. I'm going to take the bungee cord. I'm going to run it around like we had it before. It's going to attach, okay? So that's not going anywhere, okay? And all we're going to do is we're going to take the top. We're going to come in. We're going to come right off with this. We're going to go right here. We're going to come off right here. Man, these are tough. We're going to go just like that. This can come out. That one actually survives. We're going to take this and we're going to hook it right here, okay? Your fence is back in order. Now, here's the kicker with these, and this is something I really want you guys to see. These are the Gallagher Reels, okay? Well, the Gallagher Reels, if you hang this on a piece of wire, it'll electrify and electrify this. I don't want that, but look at this, okay? That's done, okay? That's not going anywhere. You can see right here, this is not gonna go anywhere. You can even turn this, okay? On that top one, that's not gonna come out. You've got a great fencing for all of that. Now, here's the kicker I wanted to show you more than anything. Here's where I've got this. Normally when I move my gates, I just do like that, okay? I will take this off. There's your gate. See what I'm talking about? There's your gate. They come through. You can hold this. You come right back in here like this. You put this in. You grab your bungee cord again. You run it around, and you're back in business. It is that easy. And again, this is not something that I had really spent a lot of time thinking out. I just came up here one day and I said, how can I do it better? This seems to be the best way for me to be able to get this done. I don't know that it's for everybody. Again, it could be one of those things where you've got your fence with your cows. If you're running sheep and goat, and you know, listen, you can go higher. You can go higher up on these. I love the fact that I can hang my reel right here and I'm not hanging it on a metal fence. That's a big one for me. I was putting duct tape over the reel at the end to keep it from electrifying. I just wanted it this way. Keep this in mind. If you like the channel, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think. I'd love to get some feedback from you on this. This works really, really well for me. And the couple of people that I've had come up to the farm and I've showed them, I've actually built a couple of these for some people. So thanks for your time and hope you enjoy the channel. Thanks.